Hi everyone, and welcome back to Mind the Gap. I'm Casey.
And I'm Jen. Good to have you with us. Today we're diving into something very British, something we all say a little too often.
Exactly, the word sorry.
The tiny word that keeps our country polite, awkward, and slightly confused all at once.
You know what, Jen? I honestly think British people are obsessed with saying sorry. I mean, you bump into them and they apologize to you.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I'd say it's almost a national reflex. We say sorry before we even know what happened.
But why? Where does that come from? I was at the supermarket the other day and two people crashed their trolleys. Instead of getting annoyed, they just said, "Oh, sorry," again and again, like a duet.
Yeah, that's classic. We apologize to keep things smooth. In Britain, politeness is often a way to avoid conflict. So sorry isn't always about guilt. It's about keeping the peace.
So it's like a social safety net? Something you say to prevent things from getting awkward?
Exactly. It's like wrapping social situations in bubble wrap. Soft, protective, and a bit unnecessary, but you'd rather have it than not.
That's such a British image. Bubble wrap for emotions. I love that.
Well, we do like to cushion things. We'd rather sound overly polite than risk coming across as rude. So sorry becomes this magic word. It smooths over just about everything.
Even when there's no reason to apologize?
Oh, especially then. Like when two people try to pass each other in a narrow hallway. They both step the same way, say sorry, then do the same thing again and again. It's a national dance routine at this point.
I've seen that. It's like a politeness ping-pong match. No one wants to win.
Exactly. And underneath that politeness, there's this deep fear of being seen as impolite. We're trained from childhood to say sorry, even if it makes no sense.
That's kind of sweet, though. It's not about guilt, it's about caring how the other person feels.
Yeah, that's one of the nicest ways to look at it. Saying sorry is how we show empathy without getting too emotional. It's polite, safe, and very British.
So basically, the British say sorry to keep calm and carry on.
Pretty much, yes. Keep calm and say sorry. That could be our new national slogan.
Brilliant.
You know, Casey, sometimes the word sorry doesn't actually mean I apologize. It can mean I feel for you, or I see your pain, or simply I acknowledge what you're going through.
So when someone says, "Sorry to hear that," they're not taking responsibility, they're just showing empathy.
Exactly. It's like a gentle tap on the shoulder. You're saying, I heard you, I care. That's why it's so common in sad or awkward moments.
That makes sense. I've heard people say it when someone talks about bad weather too. Like, "Oh, it's been raining all week." And the other person goes, "Oh, sorry."
Yes, we apologize for the weather, for traffic, for the price of coffee. None of it's our fault, but it's a small way of saying, I get it, that's rubbish, isn't it?
So sometimes sorry just fills the silence, like social glue.
Exactly. It's a way to keep a conversation soft. If someone bumps your elbow and you both say sorry, nobody's embarrassed. If someone tells you something awkward and you say sorry, it releases the tension.
So, it's not just a word, it's almost emotional management.
That's a lovely way to put it. We use sorry to manage emotions, both ours and other people's. And the interesting part is, it's rarely dramatic. It's quiet, almost invisible, but it changes the whole tone.
I guess that's why foreigners sometimes find it confusing. You hear sorry, and you're not sure if the person actually did something wrong.
True. It can mean so many things depending on tone. Sorry can sound sympathetic, polite, guilty, or even sarcastic. It's all about how you say it.
Like when someone says, "Oh, sorry," but they clearly don't mean it.
Exactly. If you hear that in an argument, you can bet it's not a real apology. That's the British sorry, not sorry moment.
I love that phrase. It's so honest in a passive-aggressive kind of way.
It's polite rebellion, really. We use the same word to say, "I'm sorry for your loss," and "I'm sorry you feel that way." One is kind, the other is, well, diplomatic.
So it's all about reading between the lines.
Exactly. The British sorry is a feeling disguised as a word. It's empathy, politeness, tension, comfort, all in one small sound.
That's beautifully complicated.
Welcome to British communication, Casey.
I've realised something. No matter where you go in Britain, there's always a sorry floating around somewhere.
That's true, but it doesn't sound the same everywhere, does it?
Exactly. The sorry you hear on the street feels so different from the one you get in an office email.
Right, and if you hear one at home, that's another story altogether.
Let's start with the public one. You're walking down the street, you brush past someone, and instantly both of you say, "Sorry." Then you both smile awkwardly and keep walking.
Yes, it's like a mini ritual. Nobody's actually upset, it's just how we reset the moment. That sorry means, "I didn't mean to disturb you. Let's move on."
So it's not really about politeness, it's more like mutual peacekeeping.
Exactly. It's not deep or emotional. It's quick, automatic, almost musical. A social reflex that keeps strangers from clashing.
But in the office, the sorry sounds totally different. It's softer, longer, and sometimes feels strategic.
Oh yes, it's the professional buffer. Like in emails, you'll read, "Sorry for the late reply," even if the email's only a few hours late.
I say that all the time. It's not even late, it just sounds nicer.
Exactly. It's about tone, not time. It softens the message, keeps things polite and calm. A British workplace runs on tea and polite apologies.
That should be on a mug. Fueled by tea and sorry emails.
Perfect.
But when it comes to family or friends, that sorry suddenly feels heavier, doesn't it?
Yes, that's when the word slows down. There's a little silence before and after it. You can feel it's real.
Like when you forget a friend's birthday and finally say, "I'm really sorry." You don't rush it, you mean it.
Exactly. It's slower, warmer, and it carries emotion. It's not about avoiding conflict anymore. It's about rebuilding trust.
So, one word, three worlds. Public sorry keeps peace, work sorry keeps order, private sorry keeps hearts together.
Beautifully said. That's what I love about it. Same word, completely different music depending on where you use it.
So basically, the British say sorry to keep everything running smoothly, from strangers to colleagues to loved ones.
Exactly. One word, infinite uses. That's the beauty of subtlety.
You know what I find really funny? Sometimes British people don't even say sorry when things get awkward. They just smile or make a tiny joke, as if that fixes everything.
Yes, that's very true. We love a bit of self-deprecating humour. Like if someone bumps into me, I might say, "Oh, I'm terribly British today."
I love that. It's such a gentle way to handle an awkward moment.
Exactly, because awkwardness is inevitable here. We queue, we bump into people, we talk about the weather, and then realise we've run out of things to say.
That's so true. I was at a lift once, and someone said, "Oh, going up, are we?" And everyone laughed for no reason.
That's the art of British awkwardness. When we don't know what to do, we make it funny.
So it's like turning discomfort into a shared joke. Instead of avoiding it, you lean into it.
Exactly. That's why British humour often lives in awkward silence. We love that tiny pause before someone makes a comment that saves the moment.
Like when someone drops their drink and says, "Well, that's one way to make an entrance."
Exactly. Everyone laughs, tension gone, no harm done. That's the beauty of it.
It's almost like a social superpower, being able to laugh at yourself.
Yes, and it's very British to handle discomfort with understatement. We don't say this is awkward, we just smile and offer tea.
Tea really does fix everything.
Or at least it gives you something to do while pretending everything's fine.
So awkwardness isn't something to avoid in Britain, it's something to master.
Exactly. If you can handle awkward moments gracefully, you fit right in. In Britain, politeness isn't just about words, it's about timing, humour, and knowing when to laugh at yourself.
That might be my favourite thing about British people. They can be shy, polite, and still funny at the same time.
We call it quiet confidence, being awkward but making it charming.
I'll drink to that.
After hearing all these different ways of saying sorry, I can't help wondering, when do British people actually mean it?
That's a really good question. I'd say it usually happens when things feel personal, when the relationship actually matters.
So, not the supermarket kind of sorry?
No, definitely not. It's the kind that comes after a pause, when you can feel the person searching for the right words. They might say, "I'm really sorry," quietly, maybe with a small sigh.
Yeah, I think that silence makes it real. You can feel the difference when it's not just a reflex.
Exactly. It's short, simple, and honest. There's no extra sugarcoating, just, "I'm sorry." Sometimes that's all you need to say.
I like that. It's not about big words, it's about sincerity.
You'll notice British people often add a little touch, like calling someone mate. "I'm so sorry, mate." It makes it warmer, more human.
Right, that little word changes the whole tone. It sounds soft, even comforting.
And because we're not very expressive as a culture, that's how we show real emotion. Through tone, pauses, and simplicity.
So sometimes less really is more.
Exactly. The fewer words you use, the more each one matters. When someone says, "I'm sorry," quietly, it lands. You feel it.
You know, I've noticed British people don't usually say, "I'm sorry, I was wrong." They just say, "Sorry about that," and you're meant to understand what they really mean.
Yes, that's our quiet way of taking responsibility. It's indirect, but still heartfelt.
That's actually really beautiful. There's something very human about apologizing without making it dramatic.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, a real sorry isn't about sounding perfect. It's about meaning it.
So maybe the quiet ones are the most powerful ones.
I'd say so. The quieter the sorry, the louder it feels.
Casey, sorry gets most of the attention, but it's far from the only polite word in Britain. We've got a whole collection.
Oh, really? Go on then.
Well, there's pardon me when you didn't hear someone properly, mind if I blah when you want to ask for permission, and of course cheers, which somehow works for everything.
Right. I've heard cheers used to mean thank you, goodbye, and even no problem.
Exactly. It's so flexible. You could hold a door open for someone and they'd say cheers, or you could hand them their coffee and still get a cheers.
So basically, cheers is like the friendly cousin of sorry.
I love that. Yes, it's warmer, less apologetic, but still polite.
What about no worries? I hear that a lot too.
Ah, yes, that one's a gem. When someone apologizes for something small, like bumping into you or being a few minutes late, you say, "No worries." It's like saying, "It's fine, we're all good."
That's actually really kind. It takes the pressure off both people.
Exactly. It's politeness as reassurance. You're not just being nice, you're giving comfort.
I like that. It's subtle, but you can feel the warmth behind it.
And then, of course, there's would you mind, which we use for almost everything we don't want to sound too direct. Would you mind closing the window? Sounds so much nicer than close the window.
Yeah, the British really have a way of hiding orders inside questions.
Guilty as charged. We make everything sound optional, even when it isn't.
That's so polite, it's almost sneaky.
But that's the whole point, isn't it? Politeness here isn't just about words. It's about protecting comfort, making sure everyone walks away feeling okay.
So, sorry, chairs, no worries, mind if I, they're all different ways of doing the same thing, keeping harmony.
Exactly. That's what I love about British politeness. It's not about being perfect, it's about being considerate.
It's like saying, I see you, I respect you, and I'll make this easy for both of us.
Exactly that. Less confrontation, more grace. That's the British way. So, sorry, not sorry.
I love that. What a perfect ending.
Thank you, Casey. Always a pleasure.
And if you enjoyed today's chat, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends.
See you next week, everyone.
Cheers!